She is a woman clothed with strength and dignity. She is radiant, elegant, and a shining light in this generation. Who can find a wife like her? Now that I've been married for almost a full year, one crucial thing that I've learned so far is that as a young married Christian woman, there are so many expectations that will be placed on you. The church will have expectations of you, your parents will have expectations of you, even your friends and social media will have expectations of you. However, I found that the only thing that truly matters is what God and your husband expects of you. The first couple months of marriage, I battled with the idea of my husband helping me out with house chores because growing up, I rarely saw my father helping out in the daily upkeep of the home, unless, of course, my mom was sick, which indeed was really rare. Seeing my husband freely and joyfully do the laundry or even sweep the floors bothered me to the point that I would make slick comments about it, eventually leading us to have a few conversations about it. One thing that he would emphasize repeatedly is that our marriage is about us and not about our friends and family. What works for us may not work for them, but the important thing is that it is working. The truth is, no two households are run the same, and I believe it is about time we as a society begin to accept that. On social media, I often read the comments of people saying, "This is the wrong way to do this," or "This is not how I grew up doing that." Still, really and truly, if we begin to think about it, we all come from different households and backgrounds. The way we do things may be different from each other, but that does not necessarily mean that it is wrong. I grew up in the Caribbean, and my husband grew up here in America, but was raised by African parents. Automatically, you can see that though there may be similarities in our culture, there are some major differences between us that may cause us to butt heads. Being fully aware of those differences, we had to find what works for the both of us, which meant we both had to let go of things that we learned growing up in order to come to a common ground and find a method that works for the both of us. In marriage, we need to learn to do the things that works for our own households and let go of the guilt that comes with realizing that the way our home is run is and never will be the same as our parents. While we may all have fundamental and shared values as families, communities, churches, and countries, it is completely fine if two households don't look the same. I'd like to use this as an opportunity to encourage you. If you are married or planning to get married, now would be the time to reshape your thinking. I'm not saying that you should let go of the things that keep you connected and grounded to your culture, but those little things that keeps the home running smoothly should be something that is decided between yourself and your husband. It should not be a set of written out rules handed down by your forefathers. Those little things includes who does what in the home, the way you cook, the time you wake up or go to bed, how you dress, the way you speak, and the way you care for the kids. While taking advice is fine, it should never be the final say in your home. You will also need to learn to set boundaries when it comes to the way your home is run. If a family member or friend comes over, you should not alter how you do things to please them simply because you fear their criticism. Keep in mind, though, that sometimes the things that may be said to you might be said with good intentions. However, it is up to you to draw the line in the sand. It is totally up to you to not let the world's expectations of a wife weigh you down. You will never be perfect, and that's okay because not even God expects perfection from us.